This is the Indraprastha channel of Akashvani, Delhi. We now bring you a talk on digitization of archival records in India. Our talker tonight is Sumit Aggarwal.
Digitization of archival records. This is not just about technology, it's about preserving our heritage, making history accessible, and even transforming the legal landscape in India. We will cover a wide range of digitization efforts from preserving historical records to making legal documents available online. Let's delve into how these initiatives are connecting us with our past, enhancing transparency, and preparing us for the future. Let's start with the National Archives of India. Established in 1891, the NAI is a custodian of India's rich historical records. It houses a vast collection of documents that span centuries, including records from a colonial era, the freedom struggle, and the early year of independent India. However, these records are aging and physical documents are becoming increasingly fragile. This is where digitization becomes crucial. By converting these documents into digital formats, the NAI ensuring that they are preserved for future generations. The scale of this task is enormous. The NAI has set an ambitious goal to digitize 34 crore pages of documents by 2026. This includes everything from government orders, treaties, and maps to personal papers of iconic figures like Mahatma Gandhi, Sardar Patel. The digitization process involves carefully handling each document, scanning it, and converting it into a digital format. These digitized records are then uploaded to NAI portal, Abhilekh Patal, where they are accessible to the public. Currently, around 5.92 crore digitized records are available and number is growing daily. But how do we make such a vast amount of information accessible and user-friendly? This is where technology, specifically artificial intelligence, comes into play. The NAI is leveraging AI to enhance the user experience on Abhilekh Patal. AI with improved search functionality making it easier to navigate through millions of documents. For instance, if you are a researcher looking for a specific treaty or a history enthusiast exploring colonial era records, AI could make your search quicker and more accurate. This integration of AI not only enhances accessibility but also makes the exploration of historical records more engaging and insightful. The NAI digitization efforts are not confined to India. In a groundbreaking move, the NAI has initiated its first ever overseas project in Oman, focusing on digitizing and preserving records of India diaspora. This project is part of a broader initiative to document the history of Indians living abroad, ensuring that contributions are recognized and preserved. The digitization of diaspora documents in Oman marks a historic first, highlighting the importance of preserving the stories of Indians who have played a significant role globally. The preservation of diaspora records is not just about recognizing the past, it's about connecting the global Indian community with their roots. By digitizing these records, the NAI is ensuring that the stories of migration, trade, and cultural exchange are not lost but are accessible to future generations. In fact, the Indian government recently completed the digitization of important documents related to diaspora. This marks a historic first, highlighting the importance of preserving the stories of Indians who have made significant contribution around the world. These records including everything from migration document to records of trade and cultural exchange, providing a unique insight into the lives of Indians abroad. The initiative is not just about preserving documents, it's about preserving the legacy of the community that has contributed immensely to the cultural and economic fabric and nations around the world. But digitization isn't just about history, it's also about making important documents accessible in today's world. One area where this is particularly important is the legal system. The digitization of Supreme Court and High Court records in India is a groundbreaking development that has a potential to transform the legal landscape with the millions of cases filed every year. The sheer volume of legal documents can be overwhelming. Digitizing this record not only makes them more accessible but also helps speed up the judicial process. The Supreme Court and various high courts are embarked on digitization. Their records a move that could revolutionize legal access in India. According to an insightful article from Bar and Bench, the digitization of courts records aim to make legal process more transparent, efficient and accessible to all This initiative allows lawyer and litigants to access case documents online, reducing the need of physical visits to courts and speeding up the judicial process. This is particularly beneficial for those in remote areas where access to legal resources can be limited. The efforts to digitize court records are part of a broader push towards e-governance in India. By making legal documents available online, the judiciary is not only improving transparency but also making it easier for public to engage the legal system. This is a crucial step in ensuring that justice is more accessible and that legal processes are more transparent and efficient. Imagine a lawyer in a remote part of the country who need access to crucial court records. Previously, they might have had traveled to the court's physical location, incurring significant time and expense. Now, with the digitized records, they can access the information need with just a few clicks. This not only saves time but also ensures that justice is more easily accessible to everyone, regardless of where they live. The process of digitizing legal record is still ongoing, but the benefits are already clear. As more and more records are digitized, we can expect to see more efficient and transparent legal system. The NAI use of AI, its overseas projects and digitization of legal records are all part of broader trend towards making information more accessible in digital age. But these efforts serve a deeper purpose that help us preserve our history, understand our present and prepare for the future. Digitization is not just a technological process, it's a way of connecting with our past. It's about making sure that stories, struggles, and achievements of those who came before us are not lost to time, whether it's a proposal papers of freedom fighter, the records of legal case, or a migration documents of Indian expatriate. These are all pieces of our collective history, and by digitizing them we ensure that they are preserved for generations to come. Let's take a moment to reflect on what digitization efforts mean for us as individuals, as a society. The digitization of historical records by the NAI ensured that our rich heritage is not only preserved but also made accessible to anyone with an internet connection. This democratization of information allows us to explore our history in new and exciting ways. Whether you are a student, a researcher, or just someone interested in history, you now have access to a treasure trove of information at your fingertips. The NAI Overseas project in Oman is a testament to a global impact of an Indian community. By preserving the records of Indian diaspora, the NAI is acknowledging the significant contribution of Indians abroad and ensuring that their stories are preserved for future generations. These projects also serve as a reminder of importance of connecting with our roots and understanding global dimension of our history. The digitization of legal records, meanwhile, in transforming the legal landscape in India by making court documents available online, the judiciary is not only improving transparency but also making it easier for the public to engage with the legal system. This is a crucial step in ensuring justice is more accessible, that legal processes are more transparent and efficient. As we move further into a digital age, the importance of these efforts cannot be overstated. Digitization is not just a technological process, it's a way of preserving our heritage and ensuring that it remains accessible to all, whether it's story of a freedom fighter, a legal case, or a journey of Indian expatriate. These are all pieces of our collective history. By digitizing them, we are ensured that they are preserved for generations to come. I encourage you to think about the importance of preserving history. Digitization is a crucial tool in the effort, but it's only the beginning. It's up to all of us to ensure that these records are used, shared, and cherished. After all, history is not just about the past, it's about the understanding who we are today and shaping who we will become tomorrow. I hope today's discussion have sparked our interest in the incredible work being done to preserve our history and make it accessible to all. Remember, whether it's the story of a nation, a court case, or a family's journey across the seas, our history is rich, diverse, and always worth exploring. Keep exploring, stay curious, and embrace the stories that make us who we are.
You were listening to a talk on digitization of archival records in India by Sumit Aggarwal. This program came to you from the Indraprastha channel of Akashvani, Delhi.